We just arrived a few minutes ago in an area known as Delmas, which is fairly close to the Port-au-Prince airport and not far from Port-au-Prince. As you can see behind me, this is what I see outside the wall of our hotel. It's actually pretty amazing and startling at the same time. Still kind of soaking it in at this point, and look forward to getting out and meeting the people and meeting some of their medical needs tomorrow, and just encouraging them and trying to help them as best we can. So we're at our second location, and it's a lot tighter here today. We're actually in an army tent, and as you can see, there's probably, I don't know, 50, 60, 80 people waiting. And this is Jill. He's been helping us out this week, and Brittany, my other pharmacist. And this is one of our helpers. She's become a pharmacist as of yesterday, and this is the pastor's church that we're helping out today. Yeah, he's the pastor. And so these are all the medical stations. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and Dr. Lee is outside. I'm watching a beautiful sunset on top of the house of one of the pastors that we're working with, and it's really amazing and strange at the same time, because it feels like almost the end to a normal day where we're having a wonderful home-cooked meal from him and his wife in his house. That's just been a nice time of fellowship, and yet just beyond me you can see hundreds of tents that used to be a common park where people would just gather, and now it's people's homes. And you know, the reality of it is that they're probably going to be in those tents for quite a long time. Just down the road from here, we spent another day doing medical assistance for people. We saw 190 patients inside a tent today, and we're actually inside of a church building. This is probably very similar to what the church that we were at yesterday, that was now a tent, would have looked like, and they'll rebuild it to look similar to this. So as you can see over here, we've got a couple medical stations set up, and there's people waiting against the wall already. We haven't started yet. Here there's some guys that are skinning a pig that they probably found on the road, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little fire going there, and I'm sure they're going to cook it up and have some food for several people for the day. This is an antibiotic for kids. You have to shake it up, mix the powder into a liquid, so they can put it in a dropper and give it to small kids. We've seen a lot of children today, so there'll probably be a lot of need for this particular medicine. We've got interpreters paired with each of our medical staff to be able to communicate effectively with the people. What's been interesting and inspiring is most of these guys are teenagers or people in their early 20s, and they're really helping them out.
This lady had a problem with the legs.
Okay.
Yeah, you can cross. You can cross, yeah. She had surgery.
This lady had a fractured femur. How many surgeries? 5?
Yeah, combien d'opérations t'as fait? 3? 3
surgeries already. They put a rod in her leg, but they had to take it out. It might have been infected. She might have rejection. So they took out the rod, so her leg is very unstable.
Now she missed a bone.
So she has some bone missing. So it's rubbing. So we're going to give her a bandage to stabilize it. We can't do surgery. Plus we're going to give her some crutches that we're doing.
We just finished our last clinic, and now we're driving around Port-au-Prince a little bit to see some of the worst parts of damage. So as you can see, the streets are in really bad. Pastors that we're working with, as Jean-Baptiste told our group today, that he was actually out in front of a university that collapsed when the quake hit. So he actually saw it collapse, and there were 300 to 400 people killed at that time in the school. So it's a horrible scene that he has to remember for the rest of his life. As we finish our time here at Haiti, it's actually a lot to process what we've seen this week, meeting the people, treating them medically, working alongside the pastors here to just encourage them and help their congregations and their communities. And right now I'm actually standing behind our hotel. There's a tent city you can see, and you know, one of the things that has been very apparent to us as a reminder is the guys who are working with us this week, like the young man that's holding this camera right now, all are working with us during the day, and then they're going home to their homes, which are tents like these. And you know, I don't know when and if that's going to change. It's hard to see this and think that this is the future of Haiti for a while. And I know that part of it is going to be getting some permanent housing that will really help these people, particularly as the hurricane season comes. But I also, one of the impressions I've been left with is there is so much work to do here that it can be overwhelming, but the key is to stay focused on whatever task you've decided to take up. And we've met numerous people at the hotel working on different projects, and I think the key is for them to remain focused on their project. Our project this week was to encourage the local pastors, help them help their congregations by providing a little bit of medical relief to those in need, and I think we certainly accomplished that.